Welcome to another weekly GameDev Log. It's going to be another short one this week, purely because I've been working on re-architecturing how I've designed some of the components. This was needed because in the current state, it would have been too challenging and taken me a long time to be able to create all the levels for the game. Anyway, let's jump in and I'll explain more. One of the main issues I faced early on in the week was all to do with the ingredient spawner. The way it currently worked was by randomly picking one of the ingredients to spawn every 1 to 3 seconds. This worked perfectly for me at the start when getting things going, but it posed a real problem as I began thinking about creating the levels. The issue with this is that there's very little determinism with this approach, meaning that if you were really unlucky, you could have only moly ingredients spawn for the whole level. This is a problem because you really want your levels to be challenging, but you also don't want them to be impossible for the user. The approach I ended up taking is to be able to specify which ingredients I would like to spawn before a particular time within the level. For example, I would choose a number of tomatoes and potatoes I would like to spawn before the time that I know was the perfect colour match for that level. By doing this, I would know exactly the maximum possible points available for the level. This makes it much easier to choose what the star ratings for each level should be. There was still the element of randomness to this, as I was choosing all the spawn times randomly within that time segment. So again, if you're really unlucky, you can get all your ingredients fire at once, but it is very unlikely to happen. By choosing this approach of having some determinism mixed in with some randomness, it gives the perfect balance of replayability and challenge whilst also ensuring that the level is actually beatable. The rest of the week was mostly spent separating out more of the level data into scriptable objects. This allows me to decouple the components so they don't need to know about each other. There isn't really a before and after for this, as it's functionally the same, but it just makes my life easier later on when creating the levels. The only other thing of note for this week is that I delved into the realms of editor scripting. This is where you can create your own pieces of Unity engine editor to allow you to create your own functionality. The example you can see here is that I added the ability to specify a different colour for comparison using my in-game formula that is ran at the end of each level to work out how well you did. You can see me here using this value to create the attenuation value for the level, essentially working out what the steps are for each drop in points from the perfect colour. That's about it for this week. It doesn't look like a lot has changed, and functionally not a lot has, but it has set me up for the next week where I can blast out a lot of these levels. Feel free to put in the comments anything you think would be cool in the game. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get notified on these videos, or come join me on Twitch if you want to come and chill with me while I make the game. Alright, bye now.